Hey everyone, it's Haze, and we're once again going to be doing the Miraculous Monday meme review where my friend Hedge finds me the very best memes from across the internet to do with Miraculous and I react to them. And hopefully he's less grumpy this week because between this meme review and the last one, as of filming this, we have had The Illustrator and Sublimation. I think by the time you see this a couple more episodes will be out, but so hopefully the memes aren't as thin on the ground this month, and hopefully it'll stay that way for a while. But if you're unfamiliar with the meme review, because I have a lot of new subscribers recently due to the new season starting, hi! I'm about to yap about Miraculous for 20 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. Right, first meme. Mum, can we have Miraculous? No, there's Miraculous at home. At home. Ghost Force. Honestly, I still want to watch it. I know it's very different to Miraculous, and first of all, it's aimed at for much younger than Miraculous' target audience, but I'm fine with that. Hopefully it'll be less stressful, less emotional to watch. And before anyone says, oh Hayes, in your last commentary video for Sublimation, you were saying about how Miraculous is a bit jarring at the minute, and it is. I'm not saying it's bad, don't get me wrong. I like the format that they had in season 1 of Villain of the Week or whatever, Monster of the Day, whatever you want to call it. I like it, but it's just really weird to go from season 4 and then majorly in season 5 building up a massive continuous plot that was full of emotion and depth to go back to season 1. I like season 1 when it was season 1, but to go back to it after all of that is a bit I finding it a bit jarring to watch, the getting whiplash from it, because the London special, for example, that was really tiring to watch because there's no real emotional let up in the thing. The whole special is honestly quite depressing. It needed a change of tone to make it a lot more interesting because it was just I can't. No. Didn't enjoy the London special at all really. It's my is the reverse of the London my least favourite? You know, I'm not sure. I think they're both pretty terrible. But so I like the format, but I'm just finding it a bit jarring because it's so different to season 5 and it's gone back to its factory settings, it's reverted, and Marinette seems to have lost all the development, so I'm just a bit I'm unsure how to feel. I think it's just a me problem. I guess I was expecting to start with a big overarching plot again, but for example at the minute I don't even know how everyone's feeling. Like Adrian, I think you could definitely argue we're being shown he's grieving, he's wearing the same outfit, and Thomas said there is a reason why he hasn't changed clothes and everyone else has, and I would assume it's because he has all this control now, but he doesn't really know what to do because he's never really been allowed to be his own person before. Even without the amok, he's always been kind of controlled and made in his dad's image and stuff like that. So you could kind of, I think, say Adrian is still grieving, plus as well in The Illustrator he seems very attached to Marinette and quite sad when she goes and stuff, because you know how in that episode she's all over the place. But again, you could also just argue anyone would feel that way if their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever kept running out on them. And again with Marinette, you could argue that a lot of her behaviour is stemming from the guilt she feels to do with Gabriel, and she's overcompensating for it by just going above and beyond. But also at the same time you could argue that all her development has just basically been reverted. So because we haven't had an episode to establish it, and maybe it's coming, maybe it's in the missing episode 1, maybe it's in a later episode, but because there's no nothing that's been established yet, I'm a bit unsure how to feel with everyone. Is Adrian actually still grieving? How is Marinette feeling? Lying to pretty much everyone? You know, for example, in the London special, one of the things I did like was the tense scene with Kagami, and Kagami doesn't agree with lying to Adrian, but she's like, okay, whatever, I'll keep the secret. How's that relationship? You know what I mean? Is it going to be tense between the two of them? If we're continuing with that narrative, I would expect whenever we have the first Marinette-Kagami interaction, I'm assuming it's going to come in Daddy Cop. I'm filming this before Daddy Cop, I don't know if it will. But I would expect there to be some tension there. You know what I mean? So yeah, same with Felix. They, again, as of filming this, they haven't had a scene together that I've seen so far in season 6, but Felix knows what's happened. He knows probably why Gabriel is dead. He probably could have made some good guesses after what happened in representation. So is there gonna be, you know what I mean? Natalie again with Adrian, again as of filming this, I've only seen 2 episodes and she hasn't been in either of those. I feel because we're missing to establish how everyone's doing right now and the current state of their relationships, and it's really a massive disconnect from season 5. But anyway, yeah, I really like to watch Ghost Sports. Next meme. Being a designer but wearing dreadful outfits. Yes! I agree. Honestly, I don't think Gabriel's was that bad. See, the difference between Gaby Baby's outfit from seasons 1 to 4 and Marinette's new outfit is that whilst Gabriel's was ugly, at least it was simple. They kept the colour scheme very, very simple, and I do think it was a well cohesive outfit. The pants were ugly, but they were red and they matched his cravat, tie. I think it's a cravat. We'll go with cravat. It was an ugly outfit, but at least it was cohesive. Marinette's is not, and before anyone starts shouting at me like, oh Haze, you're being whatever about an outfit, I made a whole video about how I would change Marinette's outfit because I don't like it. If you like it, that's fine. But I do not. Fashion is subjective. We all like to wear different things. I will link the video so you can go and watch it if you haven't already. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But it's just, even though I despise shorts with tights, there's first of all too much going on. She has so many different elements. She has the blazer, she has the t-shirt, she has the shorts, the tights and the shoes. And don't get me wrong, Gabriel also has a few elements, but they're a lot more toned down and the colours are muted. Another problem with Marinette's is the outfit is overall too dark for someone who is cool toned, and it really washes her out. And the third biggest reason is I like tights. I wear tights all the time. However, again, it's too much dead space. When she wore the jeans last season, first of all, they weren't full length jeans, they were kind of like 3/4, they cut off halfway after a knee. And they also had white stitching on them, and that detail just made her legs a lot more interesting from like a visual perspective. So it wasn't a load of dead space, which the tights are doing. So, yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Next meme. Happened to my buddy Luca. What if you're bisexual and both your male and female crushes started dating each other? What would you do? Hedge does like a bit of Luca Adrian for context, but I agree. What my ideal situation would be, and I posted this on Twitter and a lot of people agree with me, is because I do personally like Luca Adrian. However, I am Adrianette for life. If Marinette didn't exist, then yeah, let's go with Luca Adrian, but she does exist, so no Luca Adrian. So what I would do instead is Luca Felix, because Felix, obviously, they're identical, they look the same, but I really feel that Luca and Felix's personalities would really complement each other, because like Adrian's just like a lovely person and so is Luca, and that'd be so boring to watch, whereas Felix is a lot more spiky and abrasive. That would be a really, really interesting dynamic to watch. But then you're all like, okay, what about Kagami? Kagami with Ondine, but then you're like, okay, well, what about Kim? Kim with Max. That's the way to solve this issue. I think about this too much. It's what I do at work. I only work in the office 2 days a week and I can't have a break like I do when I work at home, so I'm like, how can I pass the time when I just need to not do my actual job, I just need a tiny little break? I obviously think about Miraculous. Obviously. Next meme. Akumatized Gabriel. Ivan. Yes, honestly the best thing about representation was the kids without Miraculous, obviously apart from Adrian, fighting Nightmare Mentor. It was great. Nino was especially fabulous with the tiara on his cap. That was great. Best part of the episode. The rest of it we can throw in the bin. Because, no. Next meme. Leave season 6 in order or draw 25. Disney Channel airing episode 2 first. Obviously at this point we found out that episode 1 is nowhere near ready. Because when we were getting all the air dates, I was like, look, if they're gonna, at the time we were going to air Thematic Queen at the end of February, I think it was like the last Saturday in February, or it was end of the month, just in general, I can't remember what day it was meant to be. I was like, I don't mind waiting until then, you know, but hasn't been the case, and Revelator has replaced it because it's not ready. But one thing I'm confused about, I know I don't know a great deal about animation, however, I heard they're animating it like themselves, it's just one studio doing it, so I'm like, why wouldn't you, this is like a genuine question because I don't know the answer, why wouldn't you instruct them to start with Thematic Queen? You know what I mean? Since they don't seem to have any control over the broadcast order, why wouldn't you just start animating the first one so it's done first? Is that a stupid question? I don't know. Next meme. So I have Peter Parker with movie Chloe and then Peter Parker with glasses with somebody else. She better not look like anything like that in season 5. I'm a bit worried about it, so it's been confirmed she's coming back. In what episode though? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm just a bit Honestly, I'm a bit nervous for it because I don't trust the writers at all. They don't know what they're doing with it. I'm hoping it's going to be good, but I highly doubt it's going to be good, so I'm just sat here nervous, which is a weird thing to be nervous about. There's a lot more pressing matters I could be nervous about, but I am nervous about this because I'm a weirdo. I wish they just kept her out of it. It's not going to be good, it's going to be terrible. Not looking forward to it. I love her, but I'm just like, no. So we have, anyone who thinks villain monologues are unrealistic has never seen a famous dude double down on Twitter. Is this about Thomas Asterisk? I was about to say, does he ever double down? But then I always forget the meaning of double down. To me, double down, when someone says it, it means they go back on what they say. But it doesn't. I don't know why I think that. It means they like reaffirm and arguably make it worse. I don't know, right? So basically Thomas has semi-left Twitter. He comes on occasionally, but he's basically migrated to Blue Sky after the inauguration in America. Whilst politically, I know everyone's going to talk about politics, but I really don't care. Whilst politically, I don't support Trump, and just as like a non-political thing, I don't even like Elon Musk. I'm not using Twitter in support of either of them. It's just the easiest place to get Miraculous news because everyone posts it there first. That is pretty much the only thing I do on Twitter. I very, very rarely tweet. Maybe once every 3 weeks I will put out a tweet and that will be it. I literally use it to get news. If you're wondering how I get the news so fast, it's because other people post it to Twitter. So that's how, that's how I make all the videos. So I don't know if he's been experiencing a better time, less people arguing with him on Blue Sky, which I do think is a problem, people arguing with him and stuff. But you know, he just, you know, doesn't have to reply. I get some really, really horrible DMs sometimes where people who disagree with my opinions, which is fine, but then they go on and make it worse and like call me ableist slurs, call me ugly, say horrible things about my brother because he's been so in my videos. And it's just like, is there a need for it? You can disagree with me, I'm fine with people disagreeing with me, but you don't have to be rude about it. Like I've said before in a couple of videos recently, I don't make any of my videos to get validation from any of you. If you disagree with me, cool. If you agree with me, also cool. I just want however you express your opinion to be done in a reasonable way. Like I was going through, I haven't filmed the video yet, and I don't think they were meaning to be rude, I find it quite funny. But one of the comments I'm going to react to in the video is something, I can't remember what it said, but they just went, no, I won't elaborate, and just left it at that. Which I did find quite funny in the context of that kind of video. But in general, under like my commentary videos or my theory videos, I get a lot of people going like, no, you're wrong about Natalie or Marinette or whoever in this instance, you're wrong about that. But they don't say why, they don't go on to explain why they think I'm wrong, they just leave it at that, and I'm like, okay. What would you like me to do with that? Which is one reason why, for example, when I do my commentary videos, I don't like to critique the episode if I can't think of a better way to do it myself, because I feel like that criticism is just empty. I need to come up with some kind of solution. It might not be the absolute perfect solution, might not be the best solution in this case, but it is a solution. And it just feels a bit weird. Like when I used to do my degree, which was creative writing, and part of the degree we'd like send in our work and our class would read it and we'd all like give each other comments. Anytime someone was like, yeah, I don't like this bit, or yeah, I really like this bit, and I'm like, okay, well, what didn't you like about it? Why did you like that bit? So I can do a bit more of that, emulate it elsewhere. Just saying you did or didn't like something, or like this bit was wrong or whatever, is really unhelpful. But anyway, back to what, I don't even know how I got onto that subject, this is getting really bad. He's just, I can't stand him. I said to Ahmed the other day, one of my friends, and I was just like, I don't understand how someone can have a show this well loved and be so horrible about it to the fans of it. Don't get me wrong, I know he definitely does get some genuine hate mail, people sending him death threats. But fun fact, I've also had death threats. And I don't act the way he does. Next meme. We have Natalie with her crossbow, Thomas Asterisk, Gabenath fans. Oh, thanks for nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do quite like their relationship progression from a writer's standpoint, but as a Gabenath fan, my life was over. How dare you? I'm not sure though if I want Natalie to have a romantic interest in the show. I know a lot of people are saying Emily and Natalie, and honestly I don't hate it, I don't hate it. For me, they haven't had enough interaction, like, they spoke about maybe like, did they speak very briefly in Felix possibly? Then in Emotion, and then they were sat together in Recreation. So I don't hate it. I think I need a bit more substance to the ship, see them interact a bit more, see how the chemistry is between them before I dive into the ship. But I'm not against it, and honestly, unless she meets someone else, I don't really think there's anyone else in the show for Natalie as it currently stands. But yeah, from a writer's standpoint, I love the progression between them. As a Gabenath stan. No. Next meme. Oh god, okay. Created by using magic, manipulated, supportive, magic animal friend, evil family member, not human, died at one point, blonde, green eyes, power of destruction, daddy issues, special power, bullied by writers. Oh, this reminds me, I wanted to talk about this and I was like, maybe if it comes up, I might have to wait till next time. No. So I have basically stopped talking on Twitter about the production of the show because I get just called a liar for talking about it after what happened with me and Thomas. When was it? Was it last year? Was it the year before? I don't even remember. I think it was last year. And he was just horribly calling me a liar, and the bullying I experienced from not just him but a lot of the fandom was really quite horrible. So I've just stopped talking about my experience in production and what I know to be true and him calling me a liar. Is it quite definitely different in France? Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm lying just because it's different. But anyway, someone else had said, and I was like, thank you, where Thomas is just like, yeah, the producers are just like, no, we can't do this with Adrian, Marin has to be the main character, the audience don't care about Adrian. The audience have first of all shown you time and time again they do care about Adrian, they want an Adrian focused episode. Again, I'm filming this before Where Papas comes out, but that would be a great episode from what we know of it, or from what I know of it so far. Oh, I think, will it have come out by the time this goes up? I can't remember. But that looks like it would be a great episode for it to be just Adrian, but Marinette comes in. Don't get me wrong, I love Marinette, but maybe just let him have this episode to himself. Like in Felix, the episode was quite focused on Adrian, and Marinette was doing something related but also different. But like, so that's the first thing, like we all want that. I don't know very many people who don't want it focused on Adrian apart from my friend Telly, which is fine. He is literally the only person I know who doesn't want that. But then to say like, oh, the producers just keep saying no and the show will get pulled. No, it won't. Miraculous earns so much money worldwide, not just in France, over the whole world. And from my experience in production, I do think it's laughable for Thomas to be like, yeah, no, we're not allowed to do that. Miraculous makes so much money worldwide that I just think it's completely bizarre he's saying that, yeah, we're not allowed to do it. Yeah, you are. You're at a point now where Miraculous is so popular, you can literally almost do whatever you want, apart from like obvious things like, yeah, don't show a dead body on screen. Like, this is why I don't follow him, because he just riles me up for just being himself, which is just, yeah, right, okay. So for the last meme of the meme review, we have the meme review of viewer submission meme. The instructions are down below, but basically you have to join my Discord server, which is linked down below. You have to make a meme and submit it in that channel, and everyone will comment on it and vote on it. Has to be a meme you've made though. If you've just found one you like, we have a separate channel for that. So this week's winner is Miraculous Ashlenberg. Okay, Disney Channel team, it's time to decide which season 6 episode Miraculous should air first. Episode 2, of course. Yes, 2 has to be the best one to start with. What about starting with the actual first episode? It's true. I mean, it also wouldn't be Miraculous without it being aired out of order. I never expect it to go all the way in order, 1 to 26, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never expect that. But I would like the first episode first. Please. I want to see it soon. I don't have an airing date by the time this goes up. But anyway, besties, that was the meme review. I'd love to know what your favourite meme was and your opinion on my opinion. What's the cat eating? What are you doing? I would love to know your opinion on my opinion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!